I can't believe that all this time I completely forgot about this situation that happened to me. I guess when you go through a lot, you go through enough, it just becomes just another thing. This one here was a case of bringing a knife to a gunfight. So I lived by myself at this time, basically. My cousin was also had a room there in the apartment, but he was always gone, about to move in with his girlfriend. So my cousin would come over, and he stayed with me for a while. And one day we wanted to get up and go for a long walk. We were getting in shape around that time, and in fact we were in shape. I was in the best shape of my life. I was yoked, cut up, strong, muscles on muscles. I was doing pretty good there. So we wanted to get some cardio going, so we went for a pretty long walk. I'd say that was about, nothing crazy, don't get me wrong, but it was like a 7-mile walk, 6-mile walk, 3 miles there and 3 miles back. So anyway, we had fun. Once we got to where we were going, we were kind of like in a shopping mall. So we walked all around, went in every store. We were just, having fun. I had the day off. We were just doing us. So boom, we're on our way back. And on our way back, it's me and my cousin. We're on the sidewalk, headed back home. We're on the sidewalk, and coming towards us was 2 other guys, right? 2 of us, 2 of them. So there's, it's nothing. Who cares, right? We probably crossed 5, 10 different, times where 2 guys walked past us, or guy, girl, 2, whatever. But as we started getting closer, I can see in one of the guy's eyes, he doesn't look right. He does not look right at all. I don't know. That's why I'm not staring at him, because that can cause a problem in itself, right? That's one thing that I never understood. A lot of people claim they don't want to, no drama or whatever, but they'll stare at somebody, and that's disrespectful. It's irritating, even to me. I've actually had to ask a couple of people, like, hey, what are you looking at? What's up? Because they're just staring at you like it's disrespectful. So I don't want to stare at the guy. However, I don't want to just completely ignore him, because he's showing me signs that something's up. All right. So now at this time, I can't even tell you about how far. What is this? That's probably, I don't know, 20 yards away. And just as we're getting closer, walking towards each other, he almost seems hostile for no reason, though, right? For no reason. We're not mean mugging, nothing. And the other guy that's with him, he doesn't look like, there's a problem or anything. He looks normal like we look. But that one guy just looks like he wants trouble or something. So in my head, I'm going, okay, well, let's hope this is just, maybe he's having a bad day. I'm always going to give people the benefit of the doubt. That's how I get down. He gets closer, and now I can really see this guy. As you see, I got glasses on right now. So I wear glasses when I drive, because I'm nearsighted. I can't really see things far. So the closer he got in, I'm getting a better, view of what's going on here. All right. So meat and potatoes is right here. We're walking up, and when we are about, so my cousin is to the left of me, and we're on the far right side of the sidewalk, right? So my cousin's to the left of me, and if I just take one step to the right, my foot will be in the street. So we're kind of coming over this way a little bit, so that they can, stay on the sidewalk and just walk right past us. Well, once they got a certain distance, once they got to, like, not to where they can reach out and touch us, but let's say they were, I don't know, 5 feet away, 6 feet away, something like that, right? And within 10 feet. By the time he was within 10 feet, I bullshit you not, out of nowhere, butterfly knife. He whips it out. Boom. Startles us, obviously, right? Picture it, right? We're just walking. He's looking funny. He gets up within, a danger close range. Boom. Butterfly knife comes out. My cousin's closest to him. When that butterfly knife comes out, draw happens. Boom. Right? I pull the gun out. I don't point it at him. I just pull it out, and I have it like like this. So I pull it out, and I'm holding it right where it's at. And when, he's got the knife out, guns up just like this, and I walk out into the street. My cousin goes back around me like, what the fuck? Now, understand, my cousin is he's a well known for being a good fighter. He's a great fighter. So he's not a scary guy or anything like that, but he's smart, right? I might be able to beat this guy, but he has a freaking blade, right? And they weren't small. So boom, when his blade comes out, gun comes out, I hold it here, and I step out into the street and turn towards him. And I'm like, I didn't say any words to him. My body language was like, dude, what the fuck? And when I do that, his friend got scared, and his friend kind of stumbled and it went behind him, and he turns and he's looking at me as he's backing out, and I'm turning, still towards him as I'm backpedaling, gun staying right there, and he kind of smirks like, I don't know, he's some kind of asshole, man. He smirks and puts his knife back up and puts it in, and I reholster my gun, but I don't take my eye off this guy. Like, I'm just kind of walking and looking back at him like, what was that? What if he just turns around and dashes at me? What if his buddy actually has a gun but didn't draw it because, I already had the drop on him? Who knows what can happen right after this? So I'm still on him. Not only that, but my hand is on I lifted up my shirt and put it to where it wrapped around the gun like this. So you can see the gun from the outside. You can see, like this much of my gun, purposely, so that I'm basically open carrying, right? So now all I got to do is just reach, grab that gun. I don't have to clear a garment, right? So that's what I did. I put my clothing around it like that and had my hand down right by it as I'm staring at him and backing out. That smirk bothers me as I'm telling the story right now. It's so irritating, that smirk he had. Yeah, they stared and we backed up. That, once we got, I don't know, I guess 20 yards, about 20, 30 yards, he turned around and just walked, no longer looking at me. I couldn't do that. I couldn't turn my back. I still kept walking away, but keeping my eye on him as I'm walking away, constantly just walk, walk, that kind of a thing, until, we were able to turn right and go into our street, where now all I got is like, this happened only like 3 blocks from my house. So we were pretty close to home, when that happened. But yeah, and then me and my cousin just kind of talked about it, like, what the hell was that? In my mind, I thought maybe this guy knows my cousin. Maybe maybe there was a problem between them two I don't know about. And so I'm kind of like trying to beat him out of information in case maybe he's lying to me. Not that he's ever lied to me before, but it just didn't really make much sense. So I wanted to just kind of find out, like, you sure you don't know him? My cousin's been in jail before. Is there somebody in jail that, something like that? And he was very adamant. I know he was telling the truth when he said, I don't know that guy. I don't believe I've ever seen him in my life. I think it was just a guy just trying to be a badass, and he fucked with the wrong person, So the guy quite literally brought a knife to a gunfight, and he could have lost his life, because if he'd have threw that butterfly and then came after me, walked towards me, even, he didn't have to run, sprint. If he pulled that out and walked towards me, in a certain kind of manner, he was gonna get shot. I was gonna center, right there, right in his freaking upper torso. He was gonna be done. What gun did I have back then? Good question. I didn't have Scarface. I didn't have Goldie Glocks, aka Phlegathon. I didn't have the Glock 40. What I did have was the Glock 29, and I had the Glock 17. But being 100% honest, I don't know which one of those I had when this happened. But best believe it's one or the other. It was either the Glock 17 or the 29. Those were the only two. And actually, no, I had my 10 millimeter EAA witness match at that time also. So it's a good chance I had that. I honestly don't remember which gun I had on me. But those were the only 3 guns, handguns I owned. So it was one of the 3. But that's that. And yeah, just kind of a trip that I was having a conversation with somebody, and that triggered that memory when I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm like, yo, you know what? I just thought about something. So, yeah, that's what happened. That's how I handled it, and I handled it the way it should be in my book, meaning there was no premature shooting. There was no, nor did I, too slow on the draw, or my movement. Like, I retreated and drew at the same time, kept the gun here, did not pull it out and point dead in his face or nothing like that. Based on what he did is how I reacted. I reacted properly. If he would have pulled that and then walked towards me, yes, the gun would have came up and been pointing dead center mass, if not in the face. But that's not what happened. So that's that, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Whammy out.